Hello everybody and welcome to another vlog, starting this one out in the middle of Paris city center, and it's actually not my usual place. We're not at home, we're not doing makeup to start the day because I started the day pretty early because today I'm realizing one of every little girl's dream. Honestly, I'm a big girl and it's still one of my dreams. I am shopping behind closed doors at RSVP in Paris. So basically the lovely team in here has invited me to come discover the new collection, pick myself a handbag for the upcoming season, and obviously show you guys a little bit of what goes around in this boutique. They are what I would say the true testament of quiet luxury meets vintage Italian and French glamour. There's also going to be that super nonchalant kind of Parisian vibe to this brand. This is a true Parisian brand. All of their leathers are sourced from France and Italy, and they are produced actually both in Milan and in Bourgogne. So it's local European production. Everything is absolutely exquisite. The manufacturer is divine, and they have pieces that are going to be limited edition. So everything will be 1 out of 500 pieces, which goes into that side of things when it comes to caring about sustainability, caring about, having something that not everyone's going to have as well. And I think you're gonna love their designs as much as I will. The only problem we might encounter today is that I might not know what to pick. But anyway, let's have a little look. We're also having a tiny little peek at pieces that are only on pre-order. So yeah, let's shop together. I've been trying some models, and honestly, I think this one has caught my heart. But let's do a little finalists type of moment in the navy. You guys know how much I love me a good navy. I mean, look at this. You have a wedding coming up, or even just for like little date nights. Honestly, I think something like this, you can definitely dress it up and down. Even if you're going like with some jeans like I'm today, you want to wear it a little bit pared down with some denim, that would work. The black croco, I feel like, is just a classic, and I'm personally missing something like this in my collection. So let's have a little look at how this would work, because I think that might be our winner for today. This I find absolutely exquisite as well. So once again, we're gonna find that double golden detailing in there, which for me is perfect because, as you know, I'm a big gold hardware person. So something like this is going to be just absolutely exquisite to marry with all my wardrobe. Something like this one. I mean, look at this rich chocolate brown at number 46. She's a winner. For those of you that are into burgundies, the moment autumn winter comes, oh, this is gorgeous. I'm obsessed. Honestly, I think I'm having one of the best days this season. We've also opened the cupboard, so we get to see what else there is in there with silver accessories. Something like this for nighttime. It will look so sober, so chic, understated, and absolutely gorgeous piece. Love that kind of a taupe vibe. Can we please talk about that color in camel? How stunning is that? Oh, she might make me doubt as well. No, this is hard choices. It adds a little touch of like vintage allure with the vibes going on the leather, obviously. But then again, to me, she does add a little touch of rock and roll somehow. I mean, look at this. She hasn't even come out by the time I'm filming this video. This is going to be their parachute model. And look at it. It's just absolutely divine. A piece like this, which is going to have those lovely, rich, cool undertones, is going to marry very easily with something like what I'm wearing today. You have your cool tones. I'm basically wearing just gray. I've got some black rock accessories and black shoes as well. But then again, a piece like this, you can definitely marry it with your ecrus. It's got the tiniest little details when it comes to hardware. And then it's got the number in there. So this one's number 71, and it's a piece that hasn't come out just yet. They're only on pre-order at the minute, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. So I'm basically hesitating between something like this, which is a classic from the house, the parachute, or like I was saying, that one with the crocus style. I was just about to leave and I wanted to show you they have all of the different leathers written on the wall. So you've got agneau, you've got Cordovan, Brame du Nil. We've got something in here, but I'll show you that when we're at home later. I've come to my next meeting of the day, and this one is not really a work thing. However, if you were following my last vlog, you will remember that I went to a little party with my girlfriends at night, although I didn't vlog there, but I was getting ready to go there or something like that. Anyway, what I wanted to do was introduce you to my lovely friend here, Clary. She came all the way from South America to present, from Uruguay actually, to present her sustainable lingerie and swimwear and activewear brand here in Paris at a very, very big, prestigious fair. It's actually called Who's Next. Some of you in the fashion sphere will know it. And we just came to have a little matcha now. And because she's wearing something off her brand, because she was actually having a run this morning, I thought I might as well show you. She's also like, look at this little top model. I mean, look at her. Fair enough. She's just getting a little bit half naked just so I can show you her activewear brand. Do you want to say hi to the vlog?
Hi everyone. Hope you're well, having a good day.
I'm going to make her stand up because she's also a little model, so we might as well have a little girl crush appreciation moment. But I mean, look at this brand. How gorgeous is it? So basically, everything she's doing for her activewear brand is going to be pieces that are with recycled fabrics, and yeah, she's got a beautiful ethos when it comes to the production of her brand.
I live in a beautiful beach in Uruguay, Punta del Este, where I met my friend Pia here, but she's currently where she was born. My brand started from the start, was a conscious brand, so I focus on being as responsible with the planet as possible and focused on print. What I'm wearing right now is from the new collection. This is a Portugal biker. It has a pocket here, so it's really comfortable. I just came like this today for a run in Paris, and I just put my cell phone here, I put my AirPods, and I go for a run. And then this is Top Madrid, which is very supportive and comfortable. It comes also in shimmering fabrics, so these are the top. You can use them to go out. So it kind of like the philosophy of the brand is to be flexible, you know, to be multifunctional with our things. So I hope you enjoy it and you can see it online. Thank you, Pia.
You guys, I just finished cleaning all of my jewelry. Not all of my jewelry, like I didn't clean my watch, I didn't clean my grandma's ring, but everything that has a little diamond in it I cleaned. Depends on how I wake up. Like if I wake up with a little bit thicker fingers, I'll have to wear it here. But today's a little bit of a chillier day, so I guess they're a little bit more streamlined, these fingers. So I'm wearing it on my index finger today. And then I'm also gonna wear my Panthers diamond ring, which I love. Husband's already put back this one on, which is the Cartier d'Amour. It's on the largest size. I get a lot of questions about this single diamond necklace. I also have another second hole down there, but it's currently empty. And on the two main ones, I'm gonna see what I do later, depending on how I get dressed. So on that note, I have a bag unboxing. I think we're gonna go sit somewhere else because light's not great in here. It just keeps on changing and you're not going to be able to see the proper colors of the bag I want to unbox with you. So now all my other little pieces are on. Much better. I feel way more like myself once my jewelry is on. Do you guys also feel naked whenever you don't have your jewelry on? If you're the kind of person that wears jewelry every day, of course. If you're the kind of person that wears jewelry just for like little statement accents, then I guess this won't mean anything. Something else I feel naked without is fragrance. Like if I'm not wearing fragrance, I feel like my outfit's not finished. I feel particularly naked without this one up here. It must be the fact that it's one of the longest ones I've had, apart from my earrings that my mom had made on me before I was even 1 year old. But yeah, I guess this is just tradition in our culture. Like we get our ears pierced in the hospital by nurses. And yeah, I'm very grateful for that because I have some friends that had to do them, not had to, but like wanted to have earrings and then did them maybe when we were about like 15 or something, and they were so scared about it and everything. And I was like, I'm fine, let's get more holes. I'm thinking about going for like 2 more on this side just because I want to add more fun stuff. think it would be lovely if I added like just a couple more. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I just love the idea of a little like crescendo type of like larger to smaller, still small, but like larger to smaller, maybe like diamond hoops or something like that for next winter. Anyway, let's get down to what you're probably most interested in. Guessing by the size of the shopping bag, you have a little idea of what I might have gone for. We had a beautiful sort of private shopping session with them. And then I did a little bit of shopping for myself. So this was the bag I picked. Now, by the time this video goes live, I think this bag will have come out. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait to see it with you. I haven't opened her yet. I was waiting to open her right here with you on camera, and I did try it on the store, but because the bags are numbered, so there's only 500 of each model, I picked a number that would be special for me, so I didn't see the actual bag that they put on the bag for me because they packed it up behind. Let's open it together. I'm so excited about this. Oh my goodness, she's gorgeous. I present you the RSVP parachute model in the new season color. This is the chocolate suede one, and I'm so happy to add her to my collection. This handbag is absolutely stunning. Minimal hardware on it, so we're gonna have a little hint of yellow gold, which is perfect for me because you know me, I'm a yellow gold girly. When it comes to the crafting of their handbags, anything that's on the larger kind of end, they'll craft in Italy, and then the smaller ones, you know, like that croc one that I absolutely fell in love with, that one and that type of thing, like the small leather goods, they will craft in France, in Bourgogne. So this one will have been crafted in one of their ateliers in Milan. Branding, it's really, really hidden. So you're gonna see in here on the bottom, they've done the RSVP little sort of like hot stamp on the suede leather, which is beautiful. But whenever you're wearing the piece, apart from the little RSVP engraved on the hardware in here, you're not gonna be able to see anything else logo-wise on the bag. And then you have a back pocket in here. You're also gonna have a front pocket, which honestly comes in so handy whenever you wanna reach like AirPods, phone, maybe you wanna put a card in there, something that you wanna quickly reach out for, kind of like it would be on your Mona Lisa handbag, not a Mona Lisa handbag, on the Mona Lisa pocket on the Chanel flap bag. Something like this, I really appreciate. I like it when handbags are opened. Those of you that have been around here for a while will know that my favorite kind of bags is bags that I don't need to like open a zip, open a lock, da-da-da-da-da. Like I'll do that from time to time. I love me a good little Chanel turn lock situation. But for the most part, and for my daily handbags, anything that's more on like the tote type of aesthetic is gonna be my bag of excellence. And it's got two magnets in here, so it's just gonna close like that. In the interior, there's the cutest little message, più bello costa non c'è. And I love that they've included a little Italian message in there. I wonder if they would include something in French in their other ones, like in the ones that are crafted in France. I'm gonna have to take a look at that after. So I'm going for a little day date with the husband, which is my absolute favorite activity to do in the weekends. I have this pair of jeans, which are not the most on trend at the moment, but I do have a vision. So I want to put it together with something like this. It's just a pair of like straight leg jeans, and they're a little bit cropped because I want to be able to show the shoes that I'm gonna wear today. Stuff like this looks gorgeous with a golden necklace, but because I have the large earrings already and I feel like wearing this ones today, what I'm gonna do is add a very thick bracelet. So I love whenever I'm wearing something like this, not a chunky but sort of loose type of sweater. This one's actually from the menswear department. 100% merino wool, which is super, super soft and very nice to the touch. It's gonna keep me warm, very nice autumnal day today here in Paris. And what I'm gonna add is a piece like this outside, which I think is gonna bring a little bit of like those vintage glamour vibes that I always like in my looks. If you're interested in a little bit more about autumn styling, I do have a series currently going on. You do have it going on in all three platforms, and it's also on LTK, so you can shop the links or have a little look at inspirational pieces in case you're into that this fall as well. This piece is by Isabel Toledano. She's one of my absolute fave, kind of like daily jewelry designers here in Paris. Once again, another Parisian brand that I really like. I think they meet that kind of design from the higher end brands, but they're going to be proposed at more of a mid-lux type of pricing, or kind of like a luxury high street if you want. It's not the high street, but it's also not going to be like a full-on luxury brand, although in my opinion their finishes are great, their products are wonderful. So to me this is like the true mid-lux type of brand, which I really enjoy wearing. And it's got a little bit of a rounded collar, which I think it's going to add a little touch of femininity to the look. It's also going to touch on those vibes we were just mentioning of the whole vintage glamour, vintage elegance that I'm always so drawn to. So yeah, I really like the contrast of that. And then I have the perfect pair of boots to marry, which are a couple of seasons old, but they might have either this same model still available or something similar. They still look like new, basically, because they're a little bit cropped. We can see the bottom of the shoes, which I think is such a beautiful little detail in there. And then for accessories, I think we're pretty much done, aren't we? I was thinking of doing this little Sunnies by Afflelou, another French brand, which I really enjoy. They're given Chanel vibes, but as everything Afflelou does, a fraction of the price point. Cool vintage glamour vibes, which I really enjoy. And now la pièce de résistance of today's look, this is the bag I'm going to be carrying today, which I think marries so nicely with today's look. It's such a gorgeous piece. Obviously she's looking a little bit flat now because I haven't packed her just yet, but I love her. This is stunning. She's gonna get so much wear. A huge thank you to the RSVP team for this lovely gift you've done to me. Food has arrived and we have a little bit of gazpacho. We also have some pulpo that I really don't remember what it's called in English. Is that octopus? Then we're gonna have the aubergine grillée. I feel like I'm mixing all my languages because it's a tapas place that we've come to, so everything will be in Spanish, and then Javi and I are speaking French, the vlog's in English, you know, story of my life. But we also have some lovely croquetas with some mushrooms inside. We're gonna have a little bit of like some type of sausage that's only for the husband, who's looking absolutely gorgeous today. Do you want to say hi to the vlog?
Hello to the blog.
I also have a lovely glass of something similar to Chablis. I would say it's some sort of round the style of that, and husband's got a little like mocktail type of juice. That's about it. The place is called Casa Luisa, in case you guys are interested in coming to a little bit of a tapas night. At nighttime it's really lovely as well, but we also have like the most gorgeous sort of outside Parisian view. On my way to go get my manicure, but first we're gonna shoot some pictures of this lovely outfit. I know this is Uniqlo because you've lent it to me before. The trousers are gonna be Suit Supply, very lovely. He had them custom made, and then he's gone for a little bit of a transitional look, hasn't he? Which I think is so beautiful with the little what is it, like suede espadrilles, but make it kind of autumnal vibes. You're looking gorgeous, my love. I wanted to go for a very deep aubergine type of color, almost like what I'm wearing today, but I'm actually gonna have to go for like the French tips that I'll do in summertime, because I'm actually shooting a beauty campaign, so they need the nails to be a little bit lighter, not really aubergine or like the cherry ones that I have right now. 19. I love this. She really is the best. Let me show you the final result now that we're outside, because the next person came in already. How gorgeous are they? I think it looks really beautiful for autumn, honestly, as well. Because when you think about it, it does contrast a little bit more with like my new bag. Very lovely. A good, very thin French tip is always a good idea anyway. So now let's go home. Good afternoon, you guys. I'm just finishing to get myself ready because I'm headed to check out the Christmas collection, or the holiday collection more like, from La Maison du Chocolat, and I'm honestly so excited to see what they're coming out with for the holiday season and party season this year. They're one of those brands that I absolutely adore here in Paris. You've seen me speak about them a million times. So I'm honestly very excited to have been invited to check out their new holiday collection. You have the magnificent creations, you know, those things that are very special, one of a kind. Maybe there will be only like 10 produced. I don't know, imagine like a giant Eiffel Tower or stuff in that sort. And then they also have stuff for us to be able to gift, which I think getting chocolates in the holiday can be one of the best gifts out there. Hopefully things won't be under embargo and I'll be able to include here everything I end up seeing today, because their collections are to die for. I'm on a very denim type of mood lately, in case you haven't noticed, but today I went for a really sort of baggy one, pair that with a pair of Chanel shoes, loafers actually, and I also have this Carol kind of mix between a blazer and a cardigan. It's like a really thin type of pinstripe fabric for a cardigan. Weather here in Paris has been like, some days it's autumn, some days it's a real blend between summer and autumn, which I'm honestly not complaining about. So I think it's a perfect weather to wear something like this. And then I just need to finish packing my bag. Back for the day is going to be my Picotan, my phone, wallet, AirPods, current lipstick, and an extra battery, because the one I'm filming you on is literally on its last leg. And then a nice little final touch, now that we have a good dose of sunshine, I'm going to do this pair by Celine. Whenever I'm wearing a round collar, I feel like this type of sunglasses go perfectly along with them. So yeah, that's the little outfit of the day. Let me take you along with me, hopefully, if they let me film. On my way now, looking very forward to this appointment. Well, that was lovely. It was a little bit loud, so I couldn't really speak to you guys, but we've got goodies. So we're definitely doing a taste test at home, so I can tell you everything about their new creations for Christmas. There's even Epiphany Day as well, creations. So there's a lot to share with you. But now I gotta head to the office. So I guess we'll have some sort of PR unboxing on this vlog as well, maybe on the next one. In any case, I have a day of a lot of admin left because my sister's arriving tonight. So I'm quite excited about that. But I haven't really prepared her stuff. Her flight was moved. She was supposed to arrive tomorrow night, and now she's arriving tonight. And I wanted to make her like a surprise birthday cake and everything. She's coming to spend her 30th birthday with us, which is so exciting. Morning, everybody, or more like midday. I'm more of a morning person when it comes to doing my sports, but today I'm heading to a bar Pilates class I tried last week and absolutely loved it. They have a couple of them a day, but they only start at about midday, I think. I'm going to the 1 p.m. class and I'm very excited to do it again because my goodness, last week that was a workout, and you guys know I love me a good Pilates. I'm more of a Pilates reformer type of person, but Pilates with bar is super fun. And actually, when we were on lockdown here in Paris a couple of years ago, I remember I used to do the Marnie Alton like YouTube workouts with Bach and balletic inspired movements a lot, and I loved that. So it's very nice to have found a studio now here in Paris that actually blends that with Pilates. I'm gonna see if there's any way in which I can film a little bit of the class so I can show you, because the studio is very lovely. The professor Laura is absolutely amazing. I made sure to book in with her again today. But yeah, it's going to be one of those teachers that like really cares about you doing the proper movement, not having any pain throughout any part of the session. And there's a lot of different equipment used. You know, you're obviously going to use like your soft Pilates ball, but then there's obviously the bar, you know, for doing your pliés and all that. And then there's some other stuff, like we'll use a lot of elastic bands, like the weighted balls, kind of like dumbbells, but in ball shape. So you'll be holding the bar and then, you know, doing your exercises with the ball and stuff like that, which is super lovely. Bare face, well, not really bare. I have a little bit of the Predascope mascara, and I also have some La Roche-Posay 50 SPF, you know, the one that has a little bit of a tint, so that will make my body blend with my face, because my face is like white as my top, but my body is still a tiny bit tanned, if we can consider this a tan. I know I can. Anyway, and then for the rest of the look today, because it's a very sunny day but a little bit chilly, I'm gonna do a pair of Celine glasses. These ones are one that I love. I always feel so put together when I put on these ones. And then I have this lovely jacket by Carole, a brand from the high street from here in Paris that you guys know I love. This one's gonna have a little bit of that shorter type of vibe. And I think the hoodie is giving it those kind of like, sorry, I cannot see you there, but it's kind of giving it those sporty vibes now, isn't it? Something else I love about this jacket, it's, well, first of all, it's super soft, but also the zip, it's all in the details. It's going to be in yellow gold, and I think that makes it super, super nice when you're like me and you care about blending, you know, anything in the hardware of what you're wearing with your jewelry. So yeah, very nice. I have a nice day of filming after this, of a video actually that will have gone live already by the time this vlog goes live. It's all about like my 10 best luxury purchases. So I'll make sure to leave it linked up here for you. And this is gonna be my bag for today, which is my Oleada mini anchor, very, very comfortable one. I think this actually has to be closed for today because it's gonna be one of those chilly mornings. Afternoons. It's so weird to see myself dressed in sports and go in the afternoon, but I'm probably closing off the mic there. So anyway, on my way to the class now, and we actually went for a little walk with my sister, and we stopped at Copan, which is the place I was telling you, the one that has the nice sort of gluten-free pastries and bakery, and it's a really, really lovely place here in Paris. How cute is the little coffee mug? Est-ce que tu veux être mon copain? Oh my goodness, this is so cute. But yeah, anyway, gotta hurry because I have to get to the class, but it was nice to have a little walk around. Amazing. I loved it. I feel like the entirety of my body is stretched now, and I've had a lovely time. The people were very nice in there, you know, like when you're in a class and everyone's kind of like, there's a nice communal feeling. Like I was telling you about the other Pilates studio the other day. Very, very lovely. And I'm actually walking to meet one of my girlfriends for lunch, and I think later in the afternoon I'm just gonna go out with my sister. It was her birthday yesterday, so we celebrated it together. And yeah, I'm having a lovely kind of walk by the Seine, Eiffel Tower views. I love coming to this side of Paris because it's just such a gorgeous little sighting type of moment. I think we should end this vlog dans une note sucrée, like the French would say. Or now that I'm officially French, can I say like we would say? Now on a more serious note, I want to do a little bit of a taste test with you. As a yearly tradition for the house, La Maison du Chocolat comes out with a yearly magnificent collection of goodies for the end of the year. Holidays, Christmas, whatever it is that you want to celebrate towards the end of the year. Wish I would have been able to speak to you while it was happening because it was so enriching. We had some beautiful conversations and delicious ones as well because I got to taste test a lot of the stuff in there. On my opinion, as an official chocolate lover, I can say that Chef Nicolas Cloiseau has completely exceeded all of our holiday themed chocolate loving expectations when it comes to this year's collection. The theme that was threading the entire collection was actually Paris's architecture, and honestly I think it was so well achieved. Starting off by La Pièce de Résistance, because why wait for the best for last? There was the Concorde Sapin, or the Concorde Christmas tree, and I had the chance to speak about this creation with the chef, which he told me took him about 50 hours to make. That's about a week's worth of work, and there's only going to be a very limited edition of these pieces that retail at the lovely sum of 4,500 euros, but honestly, rightfully so. I mean, the attention to detail that goes into creating this type of piece is beyond dreams. There's, I believe, over 10,000 perforations on the chocolate that give it that type of like dentelle or lace type of texture. And I love the dialogue that there is in play in this collection when it comes to fashion, architecture, and chocolate itself, of course. Even when it comes to the packaging that they went for, everything was inspired in Parisian architecture, and they worked in collaboration with a team of illustrators that are called Alex et Marine, or Alex and Marine, who custom made these pieces to resemble what the creations were speaking about. There was also the most beautiful bûche de Noël, which is the dessert we eat here in France. I know not every culture eats these at the end of their meal during Christmas for people that celebrate Christmas, but in here it is the traditional dessert. Something that I've personally found ever since living in France is that for this dessert, it can sometimes be a little bit on the heavier end of things, and I can get a little bit full very quickly because, you know, you've had quite a large type of like meal with several courses, etc. And by the time it reaches to dessert, something a little bit on the heavier end can be like, maybe not the right appropriate thing. Well, let me tell you, this particular one was as airy as it could be, but also very flavorsome. So there are so many layers. An exquisite Vanuatu chocolate mousse that hides a nougat kind of heart. There's also a little bit of mandarin confit in it, roasted nuts, and puffed crisp rice, which we also found on some other of the limited edition chocolates that they're bringing out for the season. And the cake itself is really theatrical, like it's surrounded by these four sort of rings, I would say. To me personally, it reminds me to something like Saturn rings, but they described it to us as arches. Call it what you will. I think it was spectacular. And the entire dessert has this kind of like dome shape inspired in the Palais Garnier dome. I mean, how much more Parisian can it get? I guess what you're here for is the actual taste test. So as you can see, even for the little chocolates here, which we've attacked already. I've had my sister at home, I've had my husband at home, and I could not share this with them. So I did save a couple of them in here to taste with you. I think I'm gonna go for one of the milk chocolate ones. I just wanted to show you, even the chocolate pieces have some details that are gonna be, well, I cannot touch the other ones now because if not, I won't be able to share them. Which is actually maybe not that bad of an idea. No, I'm just kidding. But you do have different sort of little prints on all of them, even for their advent calendar. Each and every single chocolate will be different, and they all have something kind of printed over them, or more like embossed, if you can call that. Not much of an expert when it comes to food terminology, but fashion terminology I know. So I will call it an architecturally embossed chocolate for the Christmas advent calendar, which by the way, you can actually turn and use it as a decoration at the same time. It's a beautiful sort of Playmobil type of vibe going on for it. I think by the time this video goes live, it will already be available to purchase online. Alternatively, I'll just make sure to leave all the information linked down below regarding when pieces will go live. This is a praline type of chocolate, which is my favorite when it comes to the interior. No, I don't think, maybe it was the puffy rice one. I don't know, I can't decide. They also have a really nice collab going on with Petrosian for caviar. And it's a beautiful, very unexpected blend of caviar and chocolate. Needless to say, I'm obsessed with that one as well. There's the right amount of crispiness in it. It's soft, it's light, there's a little bit of a crunch, and you guys know I love me a good crunch. To me, this is the perfect taste to have around the holidays, honestly. It's warm, there's some vanilla hints in it, and it's just a really, really lovely Christmas morning chocolate, I would say. Now, the other one I have right here to unbox with you is gonna be something quite exquisite. Let me open it up so I don't break it and share it with you. But I'm gonna do the taste test over on Shorts and all the other apps, you know, but I still wanted to share it with you. I mean, can we appreciate the intrinsic detail going on behind the design? This one right here is called La Bouche Étoilée, and it's inspired in all of our drivers' favorite rond-point here in Paris. I'm talking about La Place de l'Étoile, better known as La Place where l'Arc de Triomphe is. You know, that junction, 12 avenues coming out of it, and a great place to drive. There's gonna be almonds, hazelnut, there's a little bit of crisp rice on this. You can already observe the milk chocolate, white chocolate, and dark chocolate. So there's something for everyone in there. It's a beautiful piece to share, although personally, I wouldn't like to share this one. And once again, something I'm a big fan of, there's that unexpected crunch from the Japanese rice interior on it. All the milk chocolate kind of like balances it all with the deep roasted notes. You guys, it smells delicious. And honestly, on that note, I think I'm gonna finish this because I need to switch on to vertical format and film this little taste test because I've gotten myself a little bit hungry talking about all this chocolate. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end this vlog in here. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. I'll make sure to leave all the information regarding when all these pieces will be available to order online or at the boutique if you're by any chance here in France. And you know the drill. I'll leave you two more in here in case you want to watch a little bit more, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!